Welcome to my corner of the internet, where today we're going to talk about one of my favorite characters, James Two Guns, Two Seats on the Council Ironwood, and how ever since he was introduced in Volume 2, he's been shown to be more cautious, if not more paranoid, of things to come. This is because he's looked at the battle at Salem as more of a full-blown war instead of a sort of Cold War based on espionage and proxy wars like Ospen did. And because of that, it caused Ironwood to lean on his army and be more proactive with his methods against what Ozpin or other members of that inner circle would be willing to do. Glinda more understood him as someone who always thought he was doing what's best for the people, even when others pushed him back on those ideals. So there are never really any ill intentions behind his actions, even though that is sometimes the outcome. So, having his army in Vale leading up to and during the Vital Festival gave Ironwood a false sense of security that he had everything under control, especially after stopping the breach attack at the end of Volume 2. And that confidence was swept away in one night during the fall of Beacon. He closed off his heart, and any small ounce of trust he had for people was gone, unless he had direct command over them. Along with Watson Tyrion playing into his insecurities, Ironwood's paranoia and fear grew, causing him to issue the dust embargo, recall the military back to the kingdom, and increase military presence in Mantle, slowly creating the police state we see at the end of Volume 7. This entire time, the general was being pushed closer to the edge with every incident, only to gain a bit of relief as our heroes arrived, giving him more people and friends to pull him out of the darkness. But tensions are still rising between the cities, caused by the Amity Project using valuable resources that Mantle needed. And the thing is, Ironwood isn't blind to the struggles that Mantle is having to endure. He's just hoping that he can keep it all together until he's ready to take the fight to Salem and can adequately protect the kingdom. It only seems like he's dismissive of their plight because he's trying to speedrun saving the world by taking on a fight he doesn't even know he can't win yet. If Ironwood had all the information in the beginning, I think the Atlas arc would have been entirely different. He most likely would have pivoted his plan from completing Amity to working with Robin in an attempt to unite the two cities like he did at the end of Volume 7. So now we reach the point where his fear and paranoia finally tip over the edge. It takes being betrayed by the people he trusted, having Salem on his doorstep, and seeing the Black Queen chess piece, the thing that's been haunting his mind, to once again give him the message that he's already lost. At this point, Ironwood is willing to do whatever he thinks it takes to protect who he can, however he can, and he does that by throwing away his humanity in an attempt to face Salem on an even playing field. Only it has the opposite effect, where every rash action in Volume 8 further divides the heroes and guarantees the villains will be walking away with the win. It's only until he's on the ground, powerless, with his failure staring back at him, does he realize that he's gone down the wrong path and betrayed the people he swore to protect. Personally, I think Ironwood's storyline is perfect in showing what happens when someone who tries to hold the weight of the world on their shoulders alone ends up crushed by the impossible choices they would have to make, especially in a show like RWBY, where unity is the key to survival. Ironwood is easily a top 5 favorite character for me, and I'm definitely gonna miss him moving forward. See you guys in the next one.